What's important about DARE is we're tasked with bringing together the UK expertise in the areas of decarbonisation, adaptation and resilience of transport infrastructure, so that it's essentially a one-stop shop for the Department for Transport, other government bodies and other agencies and stakeholders who need to understand the pathways of where we're moving towards and the challenges we have. So we have key stakeholders that joined us when we put the proposal together and submitted it to EPSRC and DFT, but we want to bring in other key stakeholders from academia, from industry, from the civic partners who own the problems, the local authorities, the regional authorities, national government, and bring them all together to really ensure that we're not missing anything. We can identify what the key priorities are, what the questions are that need to be addressed, and how we join all this together. And it's really complex, because these are complex systems that we're trying to put together and give some guidance and answers to the community.
So the great thing about the DARE team that we've pulled together, I think, is that we've got a real range of expertise across the team. So we've got everything from climate specialists through to people who really understand how transport networks work, both freight and passenger networks, through to people who know an awful lot about the kind of the engineering side of our transport systems, if you like, the static components of the system, the bridges, the roads, the tunnels, the rails, the embankments that enable us to move around. And we need all of those pieces of the puzzle alongside colleagues who've got expertise in resilience and colleagues who've got expertise in understanding how, for example, active travel intersects with health, because the problems that we face for the future are complex. So when we're thinking about decarbonising our transport or making it more resilient, it's not just about knowing what the climate's going to do and what the weather's going to do, or just about knowing how our engineering structures respond to how much load we're putting across them. It's how all of those things come together, how all of those things come together also with how we use them, how we might get co-benefits from, for example, moving short journeys onto active travel modes, because that might make people healthier. But that's only going to work if we manage to reduce, for example, our particulate emissions from our transport, so that in getting people to cycle or walk, we're not creating another health hazard for them. While making their hearts fitter, we're making their lungs worse or something. So we have to, again, kind of comes back to the systems thing. We're talking about a complex system, and to understand that complex system and make meaningful changes in it, we need to bring a whole range of disciplines together. And I think in the DARE hub, across the 4 universities who are part of the hub, but also our colleagues who we reach through our Flex Fund grants, we've really brought together a core of expertise that can start to unpick some of these challenges and help Department for Transport and our other partners think about how we address these challenges in the future.